4 is, I really believe this is an excellent tool for children because they haven't compounded yet. And I really love the fact that children can make this into a place to put their negative emotions and end up with a huge book of their life. Can you imagine if it was published in time when they get to look back? I called mine The Inner Child Comes Out to Play. You can just say my book of heartfelt emotions. This can be a book that you can look at with your children off and on during the time that you're doing it. You can go back and say, well, remember when I was really mad at that? Mommy, do you see look what I drew. It's so beautiful, hard to believe, eh? But that gives them something to look at and talk about the situation, so you make sure that they have actually vented it, it's gone. Okay? Also, then you go into your positive and they feel really happy about when they left and the emotion is not so strong. Now, I have noticed that there are children that have to do physical things first. Like some children need to vent physically, whether it be by game, by doing something physical. But that doesn't mean that they can't sit down and do this right after. They may need to vent physically, but if they sit down and do their picture after they vented that way, it will still be very successful. It will still be there. They just won't be as upset as they were before when they do it. But it'll still come through, and they'll see animals, and they'll see all kinds of things. They'll see angels. They'll see unbelievable things going on in their pictures. Okay? And I think that's very important. I think they need to explore art without restrictions, without standards. I never finished an art course. I got very low marks in art, and one of the reasons was because I never finished anything. That's why I was so fearful about not finishing that book. One of the reasons I finally discovered after all this time, the reason I can't finish pictures is because I never see one. I see 3, sometimes 6. And when I was drawing, they say, draw a house. So I start drawing this little house, and I say, oh, but I want my door open. So I'd erase the door, and I'd spend all that time getting my door open, and then I think, oh, but I want some people in front. So I'd erase the door again and put these people in front, and they say, well, I'd like this, or I'd like that. And I would continually change my drawing to the point that when I was supposed to be done, it was not done. Since then, I've discovered that I paint in series. I draw in series. And the picture that's on the Beyond Reason cover is only one of 6 that go with it. And so I finally know now that if we can get that out to teachers to start recognizing that a child that doesn't finish usually has a movie going on in their head that they're trying to complete. And if they can be assured that they can draw the other pictures too down the road, if they just do a light sketch of it, just put their idea down, they will still be able to do those pictures. But let's just finish this one first. Okay, so I just feel that children could gain so much from this.